Welcome once again to a Chef Knives to Go quick look product review. I'm Steve Gamache, and what we have this time is the Young Samurai White or Shidogami number 3, a Yanagiba or Yanagi 240mm knife. So this knife has a traditional single bevel construction. It is 2 layers, and so the cutting steel is Shidogami or white paper number 3, a little unusual choice, but interesting choice. And the heat treat's typically around 61, 62 Rockwell for that coarse steel. So the construction is on the right side of the blade. They've got a soft iron cladding on it, and you can see the cladding and then the core right there. And it wraps a little bit over the top of the blade, and then this is the coarse steel peeking through on the edge. So this is a chisel single bevel style grind. It is a right-hander's blade. So the right hand has that blade road that goes down to the edge. The left side is slightly concave, known as an Uda, and that's to help food release and less sticking. So slight concave to that. The weight and dimensions will vary a little bit from knife to knife, but this particular one is 152 grams or 5.4 ounces. The edge length is about 235 millimeters on the edge, or 9¼ inches. Overall length is about 15 inches. Spine thickness is about 3.9 millimeters coming out of the handle, and then about halfway down I measured it at about 3.3, and then pretty much holds that until you get to the grind, and you can see how it thins up, and it gets really thin at the very tip. The blade height is 31.6, so not a particularly tall version of this. Let's see, blade handle is a basic D-shaped, right-hand oriented hoe wood handle with the buffalo horn ferrule, and handle circumference is about 65 millimeters, right where the wood starts to go into the buffalo horn, about 2.6 inches. And you can see they've sized that so you've got a nice spot there for your finger. Just depends on how you like to hold these particular knives. I will say this knife is a ton of value for the money. If you're looking to get into a single bevel type knife, Yanagiba type blade, you cannot do a lot. You can do a lot worse than this one, I tell you, and pay a lot more money. So this is really well crafted. It's got clean grinds on it. They look pretty clean. A little hard to tell until you actually put it on the stone, but they look pretty clean. It's nice and straight. Fit and finish is well done. The hand engraved kanji is really well done. This has a ton of value for the price point, and it's a nicely crafted knife. So well done on these makers. So let's take a little close-up look at it. So here's the hand chiseled kanji. It's very well executed. You can feel it when you run your fingers across. Just got a good solid finish on it. This was pretty sharp out of the box. I'm going to give it a 6, maybe 7 out of 10. This is actually quite sharp out of the box. So you might not need to do anything to this and just start using it. They've got a little bit of relief on the right side of the spine, not on the left. Part of that is the way you sharpen these, is lay it right on the stone. But when you're a right-hander, that's no big deal because you're going to use it, like that, and you're not going to be using it on this side, and you're using it on that side. They've got some relief on the choil as well, so it's comfortable. Again, really nice out-of-the-box edge, good clean finish on this. Here's the left side of the blade. So just a well-executed product. Again, straight, the grinds look pretty nice. Let's take a look at it on the cutting board. Oh, balance point, if you want to know, not as big a deal with these knives, but if you want to look at the balance point, there it is. Which is typically in front of your grip, which is normal for this type of blade typically. Here is what it looks like on the cutting board, just in case you're interested. It does have a little bit of a flat towards the heel, and there's the tip. Again, this is not really the purpose of that knife, to cut things on the board like that, but if you want to see it, there it is. So I'm very impressed with this. I haven't seen any other models of this. I haven't seen the 270, but this 240 is really well made, good clean grinds, nice and straight. And I've seen blades that cost a lot more that weren't as straight as this one and ground as cleanly as this one. So again, this has a ton of value. So if you're looking for something, or you just want to support these makers and get them rolling on what they're doing with the initial knife making foray into that, pick one up. Or if you're just looking for to try out Yanagiba, and you don't want to spend a ton of money, you get a ton of value here. So great product. So this is the Young Samurai Shidogami, or white number 3, Yanagiba 240 millimeter knife.